Hey, what's up there, YouTube? How you doing? Man, I'm exhausted for some reason. I don't know why. I think I'm worn out, getting old. Some of it's just from all the shit that happens in the world. I'm waiting for. I'm ready for the end of the world. Bring it on. There's too much shit going on for me. Had enough. Anyway, it's been a little minute since I've been on here doing a live stream. Maybe it was about 3, 4 days ago. I did one, and picked. I thought earlier I felt great. I'm feeling tired. I'm gonna just see how this turns out. We'll wait. Somebody hops on here. Then I'll keep going. If it's dead, I think I might kill it. See what happens. See if anybody comes on. um, Trump's really doing a lot of different stuff all of a sudden. Seems like he's coming back to life. Like, I mean, you see, hey, what's up, Tammy? How you doing? Yeah, it took me a little longer to get on here than I thought. Man, I don't know what it is. I'm exhausted. I think my adrenaline's been up for a little while. I'm finally calming down because I got all my bills are paid and everything right now temporarily. And I was busting my ass running around and finally able to get a break. Maybe just crash out tomorrow. What's this? Sea duck is working. I got there. You go. Hey, you got a notification. Good deal. Yep, that's cool. Did that come through there, or was it Google? Was it Go? What? I didn't even know you could do that. That would do that. Maybe that's what I'm gonna start telling people. You start using that. Okay. Maybe that way some people come on. It's been dead off and on. I get a few people here and there. Once in a while anymore, I get a lot of people, but nowhere near what I used to get. So I'm gonna try that. Start putting it out there, telling people to go to DuckDuckGo. But I'm on the web instead of the. Okay. Yeah, I was just saying, man, I'm exhausted. I don't even know why. I think I had so much adrenaline running through me the last few days. Yeah, and damn near getting run off the road today didn't help. Anyway, what the hell was I going to say? There's a lot of shit going on. Wait a minute, let me turn the heat down. It's either freezing cold in this bitch or it's hot. I can't seem to get it just right for very long. It goes one way or the other. And by the way, I see somebody else hopped in there. If you can, hit me with a thumbs up. Try to get the algorithm to give me a hand here because YouTube's just let me just sit there and let's use that. Get notifications from the web through Duck, and was just trying it out. Well, that's cool that you got one at least, yeah. Yeah. There's all kinds of crazy shit getting ready to happen in the world. And I'm telling you what, like I just said a minute ago, I'm about ready for everything just to stop. Just want to go and lie down and call it a day, fucking end the world. I'm ready to get off. I'm tired. And that's how I know I'm getting old. I can't put up with the bullshit that's going on all around the world. And like I was saying, today I almost got ran off the road by an idiot. And I'm just tired of all the obnoxiousness it's been going on. People are driving like lunatics. What's it say? It worked good. That's cool. So you got the notification right away. Maybe I ought to put on you know what? I think I'm going to put that printed on top of all my live streams and start going to pick up DuckDuckGo for your notifications. Maybe people will get them. Yeah, I've lost people. They got tired of trying to get on here, and then they got tired of Google kicking them off. Robert, Mark, just out of the blue, they just get booted off. They just hopped on there, haven't said shit, and they're booted off. I mean, that's killing the shit out of my. What's this? I want a warm, sunny day, and got. What's that? luck dinner with everyone. Potluck dinner. Yeah, right. hopefully, hopefully it's warm tomorrow. I'm just gonna do a little bit of DoorDash, and I'm gonna take a day and chill. I'm working 7 days on that because it isn't the same as having a job of where you're going in punching a clock. You're basically you can make good money, but you got to keep at it, and it's not like every hour you're gonna be busy. It's different. It's a total different animal, and hopefully in the spring of the year, I'm gonna go back. I guess the end of March for Blue Rocks. I was talking to one of the managers down there a little while ago, and they said, "Yeah, we'll hire you back. We want you back." So that's cool. Sucks getting older, man. It's harder all of a sudden to get hired. I mean, I've been cooking for years and years and years, working in restaurants. But now that they see the gray in my beard, and it's a little slower hiring you. I noticed that. Who's that? It's what? Cold is slamming us by Monday. Yeah, below zero. Temps with wind chill -15. That sucks. Yeah, I can't stand cold weather. I mean, I don't mind it here and there, but it's just draws the fucking strength right out of you too. A couple cold days when you're older, and I am getting older. I'm sitting here talking about that. Like my arthritis in my hands start hurting when it gets too damn cold. I know you got arthritis there, Tammy. You told me about it. Is it a lot worse when it gets cold? It's like my fists or my hands. I had a 5th metacarpal break, which is a boxer break, and a 4th metacarpal. And to this day, I was 22, 23. Hurts like a bitch when it gets real cold and wet. What's this? It's 17 now. It's snowing 1 to 2 inches. Dude, you know what? Check this out. 17 in Ohio. You're only like a state or two away. It's not too bad out here. I would say it's about 50 degrees. I'll tell you what. Let me look up the temp for you real quick out here. Let me see. Sometimes it hurts. Yeah. I agree with that. I think it has to do with maybe the moisture in the air too, because sometimes I know when it's going to rain too. Hang on, wait a minute. Okay. Just want to see what the temp is right now here, because it's not that bad yet. Might get colder tonight. Wait a minute. Here we go. What is the weather in Wilmington, Delaware right now? It's 28 degrees. Didn't feel like it. Must have dropped a little bit. I was in the Wawa a little earlier, and it was cold, but it wasn't real bad. But it must have dropped a couple degrees. And it's 34 with a low of 21 tonight. And I don't see, might be possible snow on Saturday here. Let's see what it says. Rain and snow mixed. So that'll be sloppy. I hate when that happens. Last time it did, the big old fucking hole in my shoe. I was delivering for DoorDash, and I didn't realize that the fucking seam in my shoe split. And I walk in it through puddles and shit, and I didn't have any way to fix it. Had a little bit of tape on a thing, and you ever see them hot hand things? Shoved them in the boot. That actually worked pretty fucking good. So anyway, what's this? What were you saying earlier? There was something you were talking about. I wanted to bring it back up, and I don't recall what the hell it was about. Something about insurance. That was something I definitely wanted to bring up. Oh no, I think I said something. I heard Trump had. I think I might have started telling you this. This is what it was. Evidently, prescription drugs are going to go right down to nearly nothing. Like drop big time prices, because he's got something planned where it's going to drop, I think, soon. He said, oh, it was because of the tariffs. He made a ton of money on the tariffs, so he's going to put it back into the country at least and do something with it. What's that say? Cops getting your bank info. Oh, that's the other. Yeah, that. What the fuck do they need that for? Why should they have access? Tammy was telling me if anybody else hopped on there that she heard, and I think I heard something too. Is that the Palantir thing? Because I heard the cops have that, or the ability to Palantir people, meaning they have all your everything at a push of a button, and it's gotten worse. Like, anyway, what's this? By running your tag number, yeah. Here's the deal. She said that the cops can just know by hitting a button or running your tag that, you know, what you got in the bank even. I mean, what the fuck is that to them? It's none of their business. When did that become their business? If they're not investigating you and you're just riding down the road and hit a button and they see that, oh, well, this guy's got a lot of money in the bank, let's pull him over. That's really fucked up. There's a lot of stuff like that starting to happen. They said that if you're driving down the road and a cop pulled up next to you and you're just holding your phone, you're getting a ticket. Hang on, wait a minute. What's up? Hang on, I hear OJ back there. I'm gonna give him some water. Hang on. Give me a minute. My cat's in the back there. He's chilling like a villain, but I think he's thirsty. Get him some water. Oh, man. Here, buddy, you need water? Is that what you're doing? Oh, wait a minute. There you go, buddy. There you go. Shit. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. Why should they have access to your private bank account? Just to, you know, what the fuck is that about? And there's a lot of shit like that. Whatever happened, for instance, to HIPAA laws? What's that say? Yeah. HIPAA laws for your medical stuff. That's next. Watch. They don't give a shit. They're just taking our rights completely away. Everything. Your right to privacy, your right to travel, your right to... Yeah, you can't... Here's the deal. If a cop pulls you over and you happen to have, you know, $300 you just pulled out of the bank and sitting on your seat, maybe in an envelope open, boom, they can confiscate that and say it's drug money. What the fuck? Yeah? Well, people... It's actually like it's illegal to have money in your car. If they know about it, they see it. It doesn't make any fucking sense. What happened to innocent until proven guilty? You know what I mean? They snagged that money, and now you got to go prove that it was something legit. 40 hours worth a week, motherfucker, is legit. Don't fucking try to take my money and say, oh, you know, it looks suspicious. No, it doesn't. It looks like greenbacks with dead presidents on it. It's my money. Leave it the fuck alone. You know what I mean? What the fuck? Stealing your shit. What's that? The Palantir cops are using your social info to decide if you are reliable or if they should ignore your 911 calls. That's fucked up. I didn't hear that one. You know what? That's bullshit, because if they don't like what you say on your social media, this guy's a conspiracy theory. He's not getting murdered. He's probably pulling a YouTube stunt. You know what I mean? What the fuck? They're paid our tax money to go fucking do their job. Why do they get to kick back and just say, we're not going to fucking address that or do that? You know, fuck that. You know what? You're getting paid by us, asshole. Show up. 911. Get the fuck over here. I got a little issue going on, you know? What the fuck? What's this? Your address decides if you get help. Yeah, of course, because if you're in Greenville, Delaware, where Joe Biden lives, they'll get there in a heartbeat. But if you're in Wilmington, in the poor area where the minorities live mostly, you're going to get fucked over. Even if there's a lot of crime going on down there, and you're just happen to be there, and maybe you're not a criminal of any kind, shape, or form. Why are they fucking assuming shit? Number one, and number two, what bothers me, and I say this about the lights and stuff, but in the streets, and they don't give a shit about the poor areas. I go down in that one area in Wilmington to deliver, and there's holes. It's like fucking driving the moon buggies on a fucking craters in the road. And then what? They're not worthy of having a decent road to drive on. And you could say, well, they don't pay as much taxes. Well, fucking, they're paying in blood. Most of those people that are minorities are dying on the battlefield, assholes. So at least give them a good road to ride on it when they're home. There's far more minorities sitting there fighting than there are white people. Or maybe not. Maybe that statistic's off, but I did hear it, and because they're a lot of times that's all they can get, being poor. That's the way up for them to get into a better job. It's higher in the social ladders by going into military. I don't blame them. What's this say? It's been stated in Cali. Wait a minute, I'm lost here. How much your bank account counts? So yeah, that's crazy shit. Can't believe that. Who's that? Hey, is that little bit of pure gold? How you doing? You know what? Looks like the text is smaller. Like either I did it or they made it smaller. It's already I'm having trouble reading the fucking shit. I know where it's at. Sitting over here. I had a pair of glasses. I think it's over here. So anyway, it's just unbelievable the shit that's going on. Yeah, wait a minute. There they are. Is this them or this is my sunglasses? Are these my? I don't know. They'll work. No, they won't. Had a pair of reading glasses. I think I don't know. Fuck it. So how you been? What's this? It's the beginning of the social credit score. Yeah. That's the second time I heard that today. Was that you or somebody else said that earlier? I think I saw, was it Richie from Boston might have mentioned that? He's right, or whoever said that. And then now you're saying it. So here's the deal. I believe that 100%. And it's really bizarre that we over here are flipping to communism and they're flipping to freedom. The people over there are flipping out. No pun intended. I'm saying flipping. They are literally China. They're fighting for their lives, and it's getting out of control there. Iran is fucking going bananas and trying to overthrow their leaders because they're being killed in the streets. And Russia's probably next. I wouldn't be surprised if you see it over in Korea. But over here, we're starting to lose our rights. We not we, but some idiots in our country are voting in communists. Communists and socialists and Muslim. What do you call it? What the hell? Sharia law people. It's like we're picking up their trash that they don't want. We're getting their stuff that failed miserably over there, and they're getting our, what we had. Like capitalism's going over there, I think. What's that? You doing good? That's cool. Nigeria is outright killing Christians. Yes. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I heard that. What's this? We need pushback against the companies and governments from tracking our cyber footprint. You're right. You know what? We need to start fighting the fucking companies. Straight up. fighting them for our lives, basically. Self-fucking defense. In my opinion, it's getting to that point. They're the assholes. That what you call that is when the company's taking over and not the government. It's what is that called? It's not socialism. It's fuck. Italy was fascism. Fascism. Lawsuits. Exactly right. Never happened. Women. We need push. What won't happen? Push them back, or we got to do something. Yeah, as a nation, because it seems to me people are still just sitting back and watching it happen. I don't know if there's no handbook out there to tell you how to fucking fix everything right now, short of like anarchist cookbooks. No, even saying that, I probably just got myself on the fucking terror watch list, which is a joke and a half. Fucking they had no fly list where they were back in the day, 10 years ago, whatever the hell it was, 15, where they were pulling over, they were taking grandma out of line and strip searching her. And our people that are in charge are fucking crazy or have zero intelligence. What's this say? Entertainment, yes, that's true. Entertainment purpose only, and it doesn't matter anyway there, Tammy, because they'll probably just like cut out certain pieces and put it together the way they want it to sound. They have the technology to do all that fucking shit. It's unreal. Thank you for the thumbs up, whoever gave me that. And welcome aboard anybody who just jumped in. Appreciate you. And if you want, subscribe. Doesn't cost nothing. It's free. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep building this channel up. Anyway, and I say this pretty frequently, and I'll show you. I'm going to reverse the camera out there. That's the road. I got to clean my windshield there. I just noticed how smeared, but there should be street lights. Okay, we're not good enough to have street lights on our streets. It's fucking bullshit. I'm making a big deal out of this. I'm trying to put more videos out there. I hope more people talk about it because it's horseshit. They're worried about the carbon footprint, so they say, or all this shit. No, they want more of us dead. So what do? You take out street lights, more accidents. Take out street lights. You got to walk home in the dark. If your car breaks down, you get robbed, you get maybe stabbed or raped or whatever. They don't give a shit about our safety yet. Oh, yeah, we do. Yeah, here, put a mask on. You might get COVID. Well, fuck it. I might get my head crushed in or stabbed to death, and you don't seem to give a shit about that. So I don't need a muzzle around my face so you feel safe, I don't know. I know it's all apples and oranges, but I like to do that. Compare all the fucked up shit and the, what do you call it? This fucking hypocrisy, I guess you call it. They have a Hannibal-ish, exactly. Hannibal the cannibal. Even if it gets, even if it gets there, people have been conditioned to the defeatist way of thinking. Yeah, I think you're right. And maybe even we do, We're thinking the worst and we should be thinking positive. But, man, we've been spoon-fed bullshit for so long. It's hard to fucking stay positive in this world. What's it say? Truth. A little bit of pure gold. By the way, there's a lot of people calling for power outages. And I just heard that there's electric companies saying now, in the next few days, there's going to be rolling blackouts. Why? They said something about wind or something, the fire hazard. Fuck you, you could freeze to death too. See, they're trying to put us in the cold, dark winter that Biden was supposed to bring on, that he was talking about. And he's gone. They never got to pull that part of their agenda off. That's how sick these assholes are that run everything. The globalists. They have to follow this fucking agenda exactly the way they have it set up. It's ridiculous. And they want maximum suffering and minimum amount of enjoyment in our lives. They're trying to fucking take every freedom and everything that you hold dear and everything that you like to do and throw it out the window and basically make life a bitch for everybody. What's it say? Because data collection centers are needing power more than human. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's fucking bullshit. Why all of a sudden a hardcore rush to collect every bit of scrap of data unless you're fucking rolling in the beast system where one chip to rule them all, like the Lord of the Rings, yeah? They're going to slap that thing in people's hands. And the funny thing is shit ton of people are going to walk right up and be wanting it. Be like, oh, this is going to be great because, you know, you'll be able to open doors with electronic doors and turn your car on or do banking with a chip in you. What the fuck? How's that any much of a benefit, you know? And it's in the Bible that the miry clay will not cleave to the iron and clay. Basically, I think it's talking about transhumanism. It's in I think the book of Daniel where they're talking about that. What's it say? And they need the water now. Yeah, as well. Yeah, cool down the whatever it is that they need for all that data storage. What's this? The web is frightening. Yeah, they're building like retention ponds near the data centers for water. Are they putting like? Have to wonder. Are they putting a small nuclear reactor there as well for some weird reason? It's nuclear powered or what? Maybe a backup thing. Why do you need? I wonder what all the water is for that they need now. I don't get it. They're building a huge one in what's that say? Tulsa. Yep, they're charging 565,000 households, 105 a month to run. That's 5.65 million a month. It's going to mine crypto. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy. You know what? That'll probably become targets for when people finally had enough. They finally see that they're going to get enslaved when they start rebelling for real over here, because they're already doing it elsewhere. They're not standing around. They realize we're up shit's creek without a paddle here pretty soon. And it's worse over there. It's been worse. So don't be surprised if attacks start happening on those type of places, the data centers. What's this say? That's crazy, and the people are paying for it. Yeah, there's no return for their investment. Exactly. Now, I got a problem here. That's what Stargate that Trump and Elon were talking about, went and put billions upon billions of dollars in. All of a sudden, they have to build this super, whatever the fuck it is, data collecting computer, the beast, basically. And you know what's weird? At the same time we're talking about that, he's talking about putting, what's that say? Yeah, extortion, right. What he's saying he's going to put a ballroom in the White House? No, he's not. He's going to put a fucking command center, guaranteed, where the beast can sit there and control everything in his throne room. Maybe. I mean, maybe I'm being a little bit over the top, but it seems weird that all of a sudden you had to start working on building a new ballroom. And I know all the presidents do their little thing at the White House where they'll fix something or a little project here and there, but it just seems kind of weird to even be worrying about that right now with World War III, and you're trying to build a ballroom for the White House. Crazy. What's this? It's what's built under. Exactly. A lot of people are saying that that he could be looking for this Masonic stuff, supposedly like what do you call that? A time capsule. Several of them were buried in Washington. One was I think dug up already. Was near the Washington Monument, and might have been one already near the. There's several. I'm not sure what's this, if they ever did. Yeah. Yeah. So there's all kinds of stuff in there that's important to that Skull and Bones and Masonic and all those people. Not the everyday people. The ones that are paying the taxes and the ones that are putting up with the bullshit. This is the rich uber elite scumbags that want to do their thing and basically keep hearing something over there. It's freaking me out. Maybe it was my cat in the back. Yeah, it's just we don't have much say in what gets done with our money anymore. So in other words, it's taxation without representation. When you really get down to it. So how's it any different from 200 years ago when we fought the Revolutionary War, and that was our slogan, taxation without representation is tyranny. And that's why we threw tea overboard of the ships that were coming into Boston Harbor, because King George was taxing the shit out of us. And what does Trump do? He starts throwing tariffs on everything. Are we right back to where we started? You wonder. Just so much weird shit going on. And it's important that they get this civil war kicked off. Both sides seem to want it, The only people that don't want it are the people that are going to have to fucking deal with it when they're going about their daily lives, trying to go, get grandma some medicine at the drugstore or go grocery shopping, and there's people shooting back and forth at each other. And if you get hit, you're just collateral damage. Keep your head down and run, to get to the store or whatever. It could get that bad, and it probably will pretty soon, Let's just say. Many cities are signing. Oh, is it non-disclosure? I heard that. Not able to talk about the new data collection centers, but the people aren't allowed to know about it, but paying for it. How the fuck is nobody? That right there is enough to raise a militia and stop construction right there. Hundreds of thousands of us ought to fucking stop it. Say, wait a minute, you ain't even explaining what you're doing with this shit. What are you, enslaving us with it? And that's why you won't tell us? That's exactly what they're doing, because it's all that cryptocurrency, blockchain. Even the name blockchain sounds like prison to me, like you're strapped to a fucking block. They're taking all our freedom, our money that, are away from us. And now Uncle Sam will know if whatever you spend for, electronic, digital. Damn, something in my throat. What's it say? I can barely pay my electric bill. Yeah, exactly. Multi-billion-dollar. It isn't right. It isn't right. Telling you, we're getting pulled right into slavery. They don't give a shit about us, but they're going to lock us down. They're going to do all this shit and then make us pay for our own imprisonment and our own enslavement. Mining crypto is collecting our personal data. I don't even understand that concept. What is mining crypto, really? I mean, first off, I don't know what Bitcoin, and I'm glad I don't. I'm not playing their game, and I couldn't give a fuck. I hear Monograph talking about it all the time, and I'm wondering, guy's pretty damn smart, and maybe you need to be invested in something, but I ain't chasing their fucking shit. You know what? I'm invested in Jesus, They're going to be casting their gold and the silver out in the street, and power failures are going to bring down the other part. You won't be able to even spend any of your electronic credit money or whatever, your digital money, because if a power goes down, how the fuck are you going to buy anything? Nothing makes any sense. Stealing our information. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Total bullshit. And even just in the subtle things, like just your everyday life. I was telling Tammy here, she heard this earlier, that I'm getting spam calls like you couldn't fucking believe. Like someone sold my information or whatever, and they constant. And half the time it's not even for me. Just got my number, and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You got booted? That's crazy. Maybe it's the subject we're talking about. That's crazy. Yeah, that's another thing's pissing me off. What the fuck? Why does YouTube think it's okay to come on to somebody's channel and just boot somebody that hasn't done or said anything wrong? What the fuck's that about? That doesn't make any sense. Is that showing how fucking weak AI really is? That they can't even tell, what's going on for real? They just assumed or they didn't understand something, so they're booting you. It's nuts. To say, my husband and I had a very small setup a long time ago to figure out how to mine crypto. It's an energy. What's that? It's an energy hog with little results. We did it out of curiosity. Yeah, I couldn't give a fuck about it. I must have upset Uncle. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I don't. Seems to me like a waste of time. But yeah, maybe I'll be the only guy fucking doesn't have any kind of way to buy anything when the shit hits the fan. But I don't like that, and I don't like. It seems like it's pulling you towards more and more all this shit that they're putting out. I feel like we're slow walking right over to the mark of the beast, little by little, inch by inch. I'm the proud owner of like what's that 0.38 Bitcoin. All right, that's awesome. At least you tried. Yeah, exactly. Nah, it's a scam. Exactly. That's what I feel like. I feel like the rich people, they already have all their gold and silver stored up right now. But while we're on the subject, when the fuck is Trump going to go show us what's in the Fort Knox? Did everybody forget about that? See how things happen? They say, yeah, we got to go do this. When Doge was around, all of a sudden, we never saw in there. We don't know what. Did they steal it all? Where's it all at? Not a damn word. That's partly ours, too, It's as much mine as it is Trump. I don't care if Trump has $1 million or billions of dollars. That's, we're all Americans here. Why, it's fucking crazy. We should know that. We should be able to know what's going on with our finances in the country, and it should be out in the open. It shouldn't be all this hidden secrecy shit and in the dark stuff, because that's what happened with the fucking Somalis that are in here. Nobody knew what was going on supposedly, and they're stealing tax money or government grants and throwing it down the shitter. That's our money, That they took that money from us. We have a right to know what the fuck's going on. He didn't go because Elon left DC. No, that has nothing to do with it. They told him to cut that out. He doesn't have it. You know what? Anything that you're hearing, the Epstein list is going to be out. No, it's not until Rothschilds or whoever the fuck's controlling everything decides to do that, which they never will, because half of them are on them lists. It's like they talk like a good game, but nothing really ever happens. Let me see one of these criminals hung by the neck, for treason or something. Then I'll start believing. But I want to go up and check the pulse and make sure it isn't a fake out job or a deep fake or something, because I don't think any of these people are getting punished at all. At least so far they haven't. Yeah. I just saw Adam Schiff wandering around in the halls of Congress, I think, again. Thought he was fucking in trouble. And same with, I can't tell you how many times I saw reports that Ilhan Omar was already kicked out of Congress and all this. Is she still there or is she totally gone now? I'm telling you, saw 2 or 3 times months ago and nothing really ever happens. Just kind of talk about it. And all of a sudden, where's old Nancy Pelosi? Anybody hearing anything about her? She's quiet as a church mouse because she knows the spotlight's dropped on her and all these other people are stealing. What's it say? We didn't. Wait a minute. We didn't do it for that. We're trying to figure out. Yeah, what really? Yeah, exactly. You're being a smart ass. Yeah. Hang on 1 minute. You gotta get me something to drink. Now, I wonder if Cole got 4 thumbs up. Someone else might have hopped up there. At least maybe the notices are going out. Pelosi finally got smart and decided to get the fuck out. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because she's in hot water. And you know what? Even now, I feel like they're all on the same side one way or another. Trump actually is pissed off. The way he got treated, whether that was was it scripted, was all that a big bunch of shit, or it almost felt real to me that they were really fucking with him hard and tried to imprison him. So that to me, I'm saying, yeah, they are sort of following a script, but I think also there's a power struggle going on between 2 different groups of people, you know, basically in Masonic lore or whatever. There's black and white, meaning the opposites of the yin and yang type of thing. I'm pretty sure. The checkerboard, you know what I mean? It's basically 2 different groups, the owls and the, what's the other one? I can't remember, spiders or something. Or is that, maybe that's the Illuminati I'm thinking of. Duality, thank you. That's a good word to describe it. I think that's the right word. Yep. So like some are the good bad guys and some are the bad guys. You know, yeah, they're all bad in my book if they're playing that game. Yep. And that's how they keep this thing going, and people keep people confused and shit, you know, and gaslight us. Go one side acting like they're fighting against the other, but behind the scenes, they're at each other's cocktail parties after hours and hanging out and, you know, going yachting and playing golf with each other. So they're really, it's bullshit, a lot of it. Trump isn't Israel, yeah, puppet, just like everyone else, dog and pony show. Yep, bread and circus. What's it say? Pretend that, yep, from both sides, but all the, what's that? All the same agenda. Yeah, exactly. We're still moving in the same direction that Biden was taking us. We just took a different side path. You know what I'm saying? Biden was going far left and Trump's going far right, and they're going to meet in the middle in the long run. That's going to pull us into right wherever the pathway to their agenda to 2030 or whatever the fuck else you want to call it, globalism, one world government. We're still going to end up in the same spot. The illusion of choice. Bingo. Right. That whole thing with the election. I think George Carlin says that often in his comedy. Yep. Exactly. Letting you think that, you know, oh yeah, you're still in control. We lost control a long time ago. You know, when we had control, when we were chasing the British with muskets and bayonets out of here, 200 years ago, throwing their fucking tea into the ocean, into the harbor. Yeah, we had some control then, and then we got the politicians got in there, little by little, took it right back off of the people. Not we the people anymore. It's a hidden few or secret handshake club jerk offs that are rolling everything and making all our lives hell, basically. And you know who those people are. In my opinion, they're the whole reason why wars are started and all this other shit. It's all coming from one spot. It's ridiculous. They all got the one goal in mind. I think it goes back further than the American. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's biblical. It goes back to Adam and Eve, man. It goes back to them revolting and throwing a revolution against God's rule. You know, basically, up in heaven, they got tossed out, the fallen angels. Garden of Eden, angels came down here and basically started to do what they did up there, got people to break God's laws and shit. And then Noah come along, and half of those people were wiped out, or more than half. Shit ton of people were washed away in the major rains that we got, because God had to clean up all the scumbags off the street. And for some reason, they're crawling back up out of the sewer drains again, you know? It's like in the days of Noah, here we go again, folks. Yep. I think it goes back, yeah, definitely. And you know what? When you say demon, I don't think you're joking. I really believe that a lot of these people we think are people that are in charge are demons in just meat suits. They just look human, but I can't believe that they're made in God's image, these people that are doing some of the fucking shit that they're doing. There were people left after Noah. There were 8 people. Yeah. 8 on the ark, right? Is that what you're saying there? Am I reading that right? Yep. And also, the Nephilim, the giants and all that, supposedly were wiped out, right? And then they come back to Earth again. And I said the only way they could have done that if everything was wiped out is that the fallen angels or more came and did that whole process all over again. Who's that? Hey, Doc, how you been? Yes, definitely. Good call. Yep, skinwalkers. That's exactly right, Doc. I don't think that's a myth. In my opinion, I really believe, changelings, skinwalkers, lycanthropy, all that shit. I think shapeshifters. Starting to really believe there's a whole fucking society of evil that can do shit that would blow your mind. The flood was to wipe out the Nephilim. Yep. Which turned them into spiritual demons. That's correct. Yeah, because demons were actually the Nephilim that died. I've heard that before. They are legion. Yep, they are many. Yep. That was the demoniac or something. The guy that was chained up or something. He was living in a cave or in a graveyard and shit. And he had like hundreds of demons in him. And Jesus came to cast them out. And I think that might be a different story than what I'm thinking. But he was throwing the demons out of this guy. And they wanted to go. They said, don't kick us out. Put us over there. There was a herd of pigs on the shoreline. And he casted them into them. And they ran in and drowned themselves, ironically, in the water, in the ocean, or I guess the river, which is exactly what happened to the Nephilim drowned in the ocean from the rains. Maybe that was a predictive program. Or actually, I guess that was after, because Jesus came way later. Yeah, Noah's Ark was a couple thousand years probably before. What's that say? In the book of Noah, what's that? His sons got him drunk. Yeah, I heard that. Take advantage of him. Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Yeah, I heard that. And also, was it Lot? No, it wasn't Lot. Wait a minute. Lot was actually a cousin, I think, of Noah, if I'm not mistaken. Strangely enough. Trying to think who the other one. Was it Abraham? Wait a minute. There was some prophet or somebody in the Bible whose daughters took advantage of him when he was drunk. It's almost the same thing that we had there. I can't remember who it is. Was it? I don't know. You know, I could probably find out right now. But you're right about Noah. I heard that before. Wasn't Methuselah? Wait a minute. Somebody that lived really long. Hang on. Who was in the Bible that got taken advantage of when they were drunk by their daughters? But I think it was the daughters. Wait a minute. Lot and his daughters. There you go.
The Bible tells the story of Lot, who was taken advantage of while drunk by his daughters. He was Abraham's nephew.
Abraham's nephew. Wait a minute. I thought he was also related to Noah. Was Lot related to Noah?
Yes, Lot was related to Noah. Lot was a descendant of Noah's son Shem, making Lot Abraham's nephew and a distant relative to Abraham's descendants, even though Noah lived many generations before Lot.
Pretty much it was a small crowd back then. Wasn't too many people on the earth, especially after the rain wiped it out. Yeah, exactly. Wait a minute. Yes, that's true. A little bit of pure gold. Lot was taped by his daughter. So they could carry his line for, okay, I got you, Tap. Let's just say. You're right. I do remember that now, hearing that. Yes. Lot had the angel staying at his house. The Sodomites wanted to, bring him to be known, right? Sodom and Gomorrah was that was burned to the ground, both of them, and I think you're going to see that happen again. I have a feeling San Francisco is going to be nothing but rubble pretty soon. The whole West Coast is turning to shake and bake. Yeah, fires one minute, earthquakes the next. And if anywhere needs judgment on it, I think there, and most of California is pretty shitty, you know, some of the shit going on over there. Hollywood, it's another one. I remember about a year ago, this is weird as shit. I said, I see judgment coming towards Hollywood. And I said about the sign catching fire on the hillside, and it literally did, like a couple days later. Somebody said, what, did you go up and burn it? No, but I think that shit's for real, where God's going to send judgment on us soon, you know, on the planet. Yeah. I mean, he already is. You know, look at all the shit going on. And some of this is birth pangs, you know, end of time. Revelations talks about birth pangs, you know. Wait a minute. Here's the weird thing. I said this the other day. There's this part in, I think it's in Revelation, how the dragon is chasing the pregnant woman through the desert or something, and opens his mouth and a flood comes out. He's trying to wipe them out. And that actually kind of happened, and I don't know if it had any connection with that, but the fact that there was part of the desert, I think might have been near Morocco or something, where they hardly got any rain, and a massive flooding came in, and it was like rivers were running through the desert. just a little while ago, maybe a year or two ago, and I was wonder if that's playing into any of that. It's just because. Wait a minute. Because 3 sodomites wondered. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yep, it's exactly right. Yep. So, I think we're still going to see massive judgment. Well, actually, Revelations, the whole thing looks like, tribulation's definitely judgment coming down. And we probably deserve it as a fucking planet or as a nation or whatever, as the world. So the whole world's corrupt now. I mean, a handful of people here and there might be, salvaged. Again, here we are. There was probably hundreds of thousands of people that died in the flood, and they only found 8 people, right, that were Noah's descendants or Noah's people. Okay, all right. And there was another time when I think when Lot was told to flee, and I think he was begging God to spare him. And God says, if I find one righteous person or 10 righteous people, I'll spare. He couldn't even find one. So we're right back to there. I don't think a whole lot of people are going to make the rapture, by the sounds of it, or might not even be here much longer. What's it? That's just my opinion. I can't. Everybody's got their own belief on that, but I think it's gonna happen soon. Something big's getting ready to happen. A lot of people are still talking about the 3 days of darkness. I know the fucking electric company's talking about that too. They're talking about rolling blackouts, but that's a whole different thing. Now, answer me this. Why are they even talking about that if there's no storms in the near future? I mean, they're just talking about that like it's going to happen just to get you ready for it, because they're going to pull the plug on everything. So God said to Noah, I'm going to put an end to all people, for the earth is filled with violence because of them. I am surely going to destroy both them and the earth. Genesis 6:13. Lot's wife got turned into a pillar of salt. Yep. And you know why? Because she didn't want to leave sin behind. They were told to flee and not look back. She looked back, which meant she was more loyal to her sinful life than to what God told her to do, or be it through the angels or whoever. She should have kept running and never turned around, but she already missed whatever sin that she was committing back there. So all I can say, don't turn the fuck around if it happens again, people. Keep focused on God. Yep. The way, the truth, and the light. What's it say? As in the days of Noah. Yep. And that's the thing. People are so hooked into everything that's in the physical realm. You ever hear that Police song, We Are Spirits in the Material? We are. We're trapped in a meat suit, in a frickin', this is like a cocoon or a seed pod for our spirit. And that's the real life. I mean, this shit's an illusion almost. Your flesh is going to die. It's going to rot away and fall, and your spirit will rise. It's made of energy. And like Einstein says, you can't really totally get rid of energy. What's it say? Isaiah 41:10. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. And he will too. I believe that's, like even during tribulation, there's a remnant, and he's going to be protecting certain people. And why there's still a remnant here. Some people think it's the last tribes of Israel or something. What's it say? After the flood, there was nothing alive except what was on that ark. Yep. I'm sure fish still lived. Why wouldn't fish still be alive? So they had some food to eat at least. Yeah, I have to thought that. The fish didn't drown, but the fish also didn't sin as far as we know. So there's no biggie. Who's that? How you doing? No talking and driving. Do I really look like I'm driving? I'm sitting and talking. Are you the police? Is that what the P stands for? Or is that a question mark? I can't see. Maybe it's a wait a minute. Hang on. Now you've been on for 5 years, so I know you're at least a real person. Anyway, we're just talking. Is it what we're saying you don't like? So you're trying to censor me? Because I'm sitting in a car. I'm paying a lot of fucking money for this car. Fuck anybody who wants to say, hey, you're not allowed to sit in your car and talk. Because that's insane. You know, if you're paying as much money and you're not driving, they're literally trying to give people tickets for that. It's fucking, oh, you were idling. No, I was checking my car to see if it sounds right. You know what I mean? What the fuck? I'm paying 10 grand on this car. Who the fuck are they? And they want me to pay outrageous insurance, but I'm not allowed to sit in my car and read a book if the engine's on, or you're not allowed. Why not? Is that because of the globalists worrying about holes in the ozone, or why is that? Just to fucking be able to write you bigger tickets? I'd love to know, because it's all bullshit anyway. All right, because the same cops that'll write you the tickets, they'll go and fucking do that all the time. Half of them probably, what's it say? Wait a minute. So we're all related. Yeah, yep. 8 people and all the animals. Yep. Technically, women. Well, you're talking to yourself. Yeah, because I'm crazy like that. Well, here's the deal. I'm talking to a lot of bots. I don't think any of you guys are real anymore. I think it's all an illusion. Shem's lineage leading the Middle Eastern people, Semites. Yep. Ham's African. Is that like Kush and all the African nations that were over there? Middle Eastern groups. Canaanites, Egyptians, yeah. Europe. What did Doc say? We are, wait a minute. Exactly. We are family. We are family. I've got all my sisters and brothers and me. Right. Yeah, that's, I get it. That's that song. We are family. Yep. Little slow tonight. Took me a second to catch that one. The 3 sons went out to make separate races we have now. But actually, even more than that, a whole shit ton of people went out when the Tower of Babel fell, and they all started new nations too, because they were all, I don't know if you call it cursed or whatever. None of them could speak. They couldn't understand what. All of a sudden, they were struck dumb, or not dumb, but each had a different language. God confused them, so they couldn't finish what they were doing, because what they were doing was trying to build a stairway to heaven. No pun intended. Led Zeppelin didn't write that. That was long in the making, or back in the day, and that's what I think it was trying to be done. Yeah, some way to stand up to God, because they've been. If you look, it seems like we've always been disobeying and challenging God in so many ways and doing what we want to do. And that's what's bringing about all the problems. What you laughing at there, Doc? Now you made me forget what the hell I was just about on a tear there. Oh, about the tower, about Stairway to Heaven. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was joking around, throwing that in there for the young kids that are checking in right now. Actually, Led Zeppelin's now an old tune. They were plotting to force God by building the tower. Yeah, exactly. And in a sense, I wonder if that even plays into the songwriting of that song, being for real. You know, a lot of times, a lot of these songs that are written in rock and roll have hidden meanings and shit in it. And they're probably written by fallen angels indirectly. They probably think that these people are great writers. John Lennon, maybe they were influenced by spirits. I'm just saying, maybe. Tower of Babel, yep. Yep. He confused them, so they couldn't continue on building that. What's also weird? I think it was man's pride also pissed God off, trying to build this towering tower, and do what they were going to do. And maybe it was also another thing why the two towers fell, or 9/11. It's kind of like ties into all ancient prophecy too, probably. I know it's different, but the UN building and all that, the different nations down there, and I don't know. I think a lot of stuff, and I say this all the time. It's like you took a pebble and threw it into a pond. There's ripples that go out all the way out across the pond. It's what happens throughout time, I think. Where somebody's action starts a reaction, and it just keeps going. And that's why things look like they repeat themselves. Like even with our presidents and shit, like Lincoln got killed, and then so many years later, the next one got killed. It was Lincoln, Garfield, McKinley? I think I missed one too. Kennedy, and a lot of it was like every 20 years and shit. And also, the weird thing is, you can go check this out. This is bizarre. Is that what did Tammy say? Let me see. Makes me think of digital voice translate. Yeah, exactly. I know God is patient. The whole Old Testament is some stubborn, obstinate, Satan worshiping people. Yeah, because Moses is up on the mountain trying to get the next word from God, and he's gone from 20 minutes or whatever, a small amount of time. He comes back down to tell him what God told him, and they're worshiping a golden calf already that fast. Couldn't keep him out of trouble. Hey, what's up, Red Dawn? Thanks for stopping by. How you been? Did you hear about a stimulus check we might get? What's that? This year. It's going through Congress first, and I heard both parties will approve it. Midterms, if whether both parties are worried about. Yeah, you know what? They're going to give it to you as soon as you get that Mark of the Beast thing. It'll be digital money or something. That'll be how they'll get you to take the damn digital money and accept it. Maybe it won't be the chip yet, but it won't be paper money. They're going to get rid of that real soon. Banks are about ready to fail. They couldn't even follow God through the desert without stopping to build on. Yeah, exactly. You're right. Yeah, because they didn't have faith there. They just kept falling back to their evil ways. Like a Santana song, your evil ways. What's this? Lots of people from both parties turning independent. People are sick of the two-party system. Yeah, I was saying this earlier. Two-party system. It's also reminded me again of duality of the Masonic, the black and white checkerboard that you hear about. If you know what I'm talking about. Right wing, left wing, same dirty bird. It's all controlled by the same entity, the same thing. What's this say? I don't want a stimulus check. I want a balanced budget and cost of life to go back down. Yeah, exactly. That's here you go. Here's some money to shut you the hell up, and we're just going to keep shoving forward our agenda on you. And that's hush money for you. Fuck that. The people will be glad to take it because they're already getting everything stolen from them. So it may alleviate a little bit of suffering, but in the long run, it's going to be 10 times worse. If they throw in independent, it's still an illusion of choice. Yeah, because here we go. Possible scam. My phone's ringing. Can you guys hear that, by the way? Turn it up. No, I must have turned it off. Yeah, that's the government checking up on me. Yeah, it's all bullshit. All the I'm not voting again. There it is again. I'm not answering that. Where's 207 area code? Hey, maybe it's Amir. I can't hear it. I tried to turn it up and I turned it down. Wait a minute. No, that's right there. I should have been still going. Hey, Amir, if that's you, call back again. And I'll hang up. If I knew it was Amir, I might answer. Just see if he's okay over there. Should I answer it? It's a different number though. Should I answer it or no? It says spam on it. Oh, sure, yeah. What do you think? It's weird. They called 3 times. Now it's 229 number. Someone's spoofing their number or something. It might be Amir. I do not consent, and voting is consent. Yes, exactly. Do you think that was Amir? Because he called 3 times right there if it was him. He could probably tell us what the fuck's going on over there in Iran right now, if he's actually over there. I think he is. But he's probably, if I answer, he's going to troll me, that's all. 207 is a state of Maine. Oh, that's what you're saying, Maine. How'd you know that so quick? Did you look it up? 229 is Georgia. Man, you guys are full of answers to that. I can't get over how quick you are. You're like, what's this? I gave some guy on here my phone number, and he threatened to hurt my boyfriend when he talked to him. No more phone. Yeah. I think you told me about that. Was that guy? I'm not even going to say the name, but was it? What's his name? No, I better not. I don't want to. You told me about that one time. Billy, yes. I was going to say, but he went by some other name, 2 Guns or something crazy like that. Albany, to be precise. Albany, is Albany in Georgia? I know there's one in New York. There it is again. Now it's a different number. Now it's 315. Should I answer that? It could be Amir. Amir, if you're watching this, see if you can send a text over, because I don't want to answer this if it's a bill collector, which they don't usually call this late at night. It might be Amir. I just, I'm already being spammed by a billion different people. And whoever it is that keep calling, that somebody's watching this. Guy probably has several phones and an explosive beeper. Yeah, right. Yes, Albany, Georgia. Okay. That's Iowa. So somebody's spoofing the number somehow. But that seems like something, I'm telling you, I think it's a mirror. I'm tempted to answer it, but if it's some kind of asshole bill collector or just somebody, trolling me, I ain't gonna, what's this say? Iowa. Huh. Actually, I think over there in Iran, they're knocked out the fucking internet. I get a call from New York every day. Rings only once. Yeah, throwing out area codes like hose. Right, 319. What was 319, Doc? Yeah, Iowa. I should have answered that. Something tells me I should have answered that, but probably not. Because if he's probably just going to get on there and if it's him, he's going to troll the shit out of me right now, and I don't feel like dealing with it. Maybe he just wanted to talk and tell us what was going on over there. But I thought I heard the internet's down over there. You know what? I have to believe that was somebody that was watching because it called 3 or 4 times back to back to back. And pick it up next time. I think I might. Iran has no internet power or water right now. That's what I'm saying. So if it's him, then he's not over there. He's somewhere else. It's just somebody. Either it's somebody trolling or it's a bill collector or something. My local area code in my area is 209. Scammers use local area codes to trick you. Don't pick up, just let machine pick. Yeah, exactly. I pity the poor fool that thinks that I'm going to answer anytime that I don't. Guess what? I'm not answering. Simple and plain normally. But if that was a mirror, I might just to find out what was going on over there. See if he was all right. But other than that, I won't. I will not answer a number I don't know anymore. No message. It wasn't important. Yeah, I didn't see any message come through. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to get like a foghorn because I told you I get this one call and I played it earlier. I had it on the thing. Maybe I can play it. It's a fucking same thing I've for years been calling. And it's somebody that they're looking for somebody named Pamela. And there's the weird thing. It's hey, Pamela, this is such and such. And it's the same voice. It's like a robocall. But it's like different companies. Whoever the fuck that is, they must owe money or something. Very true. What's that? Answer what? Yeah. Iran government is trying to shut the people down that are protesting their tyranny. Yep. Yeah, exactly. They're out there shooting people. But shh, don't say anything or we're going to shoot more of you. Fuck you, assholes. I'd be screaming it from the mountaintops. Or you're dead anyway. You might as well maybe actually Trump heard all that screaming and he's sending somebody over to maybe you get lucky and you're still alive when he gets his people in place over here or over there, What's it say? Mine says possible. Yeah, mine does say scam a lot of times. Possible scam. Yeah, yeah. I was like, Pamela, got a beard, look like a fucking billy goat over here now. Yeah, no, but that's been going on for a couple of years. Someone must have had the same phone number, and I think I even changed numbers when it first started, like for whatever reason. And then it just came with the not like again, I swear it came back. I'm almost sure I had a different number when that started. Maybe I'm wrong. yeah, right. Right in California. Pamela has a beard. Pam Anderson with the beard, right? What's that say? Stratton? Red. Yeah, yeah. Fucking California. That's a possibility. There's some crazies out there. Minus you there, Red Donna. You know what? You ought to find a way to get the hell off the West Coast before it falls into the sea. I tell you that all the time. Head east. You know who I haven't seen for a while? O'Doyle. O'Doyle rules. Somebody else hasn't been on here too. He's up in Canada or somewhere up north. You might be right. I have a weird feeling that was Amir. Fell off the vine and stars from poverty in California. Yep. Yeah. They were still grapes. They were just really wrinkled from starving. California raisins. You think that might have been him, Doc? I think it was. I have a weird feeling. If we go to Iran, we aren't there to liberate. We're there on behalf of Israel. Trump is such a good, loyal lapdog. Yeah. If we go in there, it's kind of ironic. We already took Venezuela down there. We got the oil there, and Iran's chock full of oil all up in that area. Plus, we'll have control of the Straits of Hormuz, and there's other countries right in that area that have oil. It's gonna make gas price. It should make gas prices go down, you think, but they're so greedy they'll probably still lift them. He's in the chat right now. Who, Amir? Ah, there he is. Who's in the chat right now? There you are, Amir. So what's going on over there? Doctor Who, what, where? You're right. I didn't see that. Did Amir show up too? The name? No, he's up there. Doctor Who, what, where? It's got to be him. So what's happening over there, Amir? What's going on over in land of sand? Sand and camels, or sand and oil wells. Shows you how little I know about your country, really, because I know there's more than that over there. There's also I don't. What else you guys got over there? Call back. Wait. Even kidnapped the president for them. What do you guys think? Was that Amir? Or is Doc, maybe Doc is actually Amir. After all this time, he was faking us out. He's actually Amir. Absolutely 100% that you're Amir, or that Amir's in the chat. I think you might be right. The oil in Venezuela is thick and sour. No good to make gas. It's only good for asphalt and tar. Is that true? I didn't know that. How would you even know that? Just out of curiosity. Are you an oilologist? If there's such a word. That's serious. How did you hear that? Or did never heard that? So it's thick and sour, no good for making gas. Wait a minute. How many people are going to move to Greenland once we take it over? It's looking like gingerbread houses there. Yeah, right? ExxonMobil people said it's not worth the money to bring it up. Huh. Lowest butt gas. Yeah, that's the next thing. How do you got... here you go. I'm going to answer this. Should I answer it? Where's 613? Should I answer it? Oh, shit. I should have answered it. I waited too long. Let's try. It's a mirror. Yeah. Yeah, what do you guys feel about period? That's did you guys hear? Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that? It sounded almost legit. Someone ordering Mexican food, but that one was from Ontario. It's probably the government then, just fucking around with us and trolling me. It's about a deal that China made with Venezuela. Yeah. Didn't you hear that? A dude got on there. It sounded like person sounded as Mexican as could be, and said they wanted to order a carne asada. I can't even remember what he said. They thought it was a Mexican restaurant, but they called 3 different times for 3 different locations, it looked like. Unless, I don't know. It was bullshit, probably. It's about a deal that China made. I already read that. Little bit of pure gold, I agree. It's not the long game, it's sleight of hand. What happened? YouTube fogging up. No, actually, no. It was somebody literally was ordering Mexican food. It sounded legit almost. The guy if that was a mirror pretending that he was Mexican, and I'd have to swear maybe he's not from Iran, maybe he was from Mexico. The phones have been shut down and messed up the last couple of days. You know what? If he calls back and orders that again, I'll try to get him on tape and play it back for you. That's all he said was carne asada. He wanted to order I started talking about it. It sounded like he was reading off a menu. That's probably code for we're going to hit you with a Hellfire missile. It's probably the government flying a drone over me right now. They just wanted to locate me for sure. So if I go up and smoke, what's that? La Midra. What? La Mira. Is that shit? Wait a minute. What's this? Verizon and other carriers have had problems last couple of days. Venezuela oil quality is generally heavy and sour, meaning you were saying that thick as tar, has high sulfur content, and it's difficult and expensive to extract, transport, and refine compared to lighter, sweeter. Okay, like sweeter crude. Requiring special equipment, dilutants, and processing through some U.S. refineries and designed for it. Didn't know that. You learn something every day. What happened? I got a phone call. It was, they wanted carne asada or something, some Mexican. Sounded like they were reading right off a menu. But the phone number said Ontario. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Maybe it's, you know who it might be? It might be who I just said a little while ago. I think he's up in Ontario or some. I don't know if he's Ontario or another part of Canada. What's his name? O'Doyle Rules. Or it could have just been somebody fucking around, some troll. I want some chicken fried rice and egg rolls. Yeah. Why are you saying everything twice, Doc? Which one's the real Doc? Wasn't this an episode of Star Trek or something? There was 2 James Kirks. Now we got 2 Docs on. Yeah. You got your TikTok channel back, but yesterday, but I'm gonna try it and be a gray man to keep my channel neutral. Yeah, I'll do all your crazy shit over on YouTube, and then just do your thing over to TikTok, or don't, a little at a time. Don't go haywire and put a whole bunch of shit up, because somebody will find something. Just start off small again and take your time, because there's probably somebody out there fucking around, targeting you. Why they took you? I thought TikTok was free of that kind of shit. Yeah, they weren't. Yeah, YouTube used to take people's channels at the drop of a hat. Are you from Canada? I think that's, I'm starting to think that's O'Doyle. What's that? Ilham Omar on Facebook. What's going on with that? He is even more than. What the fuck is that? Is that a song? Are you guys all conspiring to fuck with my head here and troll me? Hey, by the way, where is Tammy? I haven't seen Tammy in a while. Tammy's missing and somebody else jumped out of here. I think the only one that's left is me and Red Dawn. Everybody else, it's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. They're all gone, all the real people. Yeah, we got 6 thumbs up there, so somebody else jumped in there. Maybe that's Red Dawn threw it up. I think I'm figuring out what's happening. Did someone hack in here? Was that you saying that shit, or did someone steal all you guys' thing? What the fuck is going on with that? I don't know. I think as soon as I answered that call, they hacked in. You think that's what happened? Canada. They keep saying Canada. O'Doyle, is that you? Okay. Oh, yeah. But that happened before. That's the fake doc that was in there. So you're just playing along. That freaked me out. Like, what's everybody getting replaced here? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. So, Amir, you're the reason I'm getting all these fucking phone calls from like every 10 minutes. Because some assholes call me all day long. All day long. I'm out doing my job. It sounded like a legitimate person from Mexico. Whoever it was, if they weren't really Mexican or Hispanic, they had the accent down pretty good. Yes, I think he is. And you're. Wait a minute. Let me see something here. It's somebody from Canada. They keep showing a Canadian flag for whatever reason. Who's zooming who? You know, there's only one way to fix this. I have to remove who I think the fakes are. Just toss them the fuck out. See, they keep saying Canada. So maybe Amir's in Canada. Maybe he got out of Iran. Maybe he was never in Iran. Maybe it was all bullshit. See what happens. Mark. No, that wouldn't be Mark doing that. Mark's not in Canada. And I don't think Mark would do something like that. Maybe, but Mark's from England. Or, sorry, Ireland. Maybe. So let's start talking about shit that would piss government people off. What do you think? Who's zooming who? Okay, let's see what happens. Mexico. Oh, I just threw the other doc off there. I hope I got the right one. I think I did. It probably is Amir. But you see, it's a complete distraction, so it could be our government. They didn't like what we were talking about, so they're going to fuck it up and just try to change everything around. You're the original. I thought you might have been. Yeah, well, actually, it was like green, wasn't it? I thought that was green, but it could have been gray. Maybe it was Iranian gray, which is green. Thank you, Tammy. I gave him half an hour off. He looked like he was working hard, so I gave him a break. He can troll somebody else now for a little bit. If that was him, I should have tape recorded that call because it sounded legit. It sounded like someone was literally ordering Mexican food. Yeah, maybe. New one demand to be a moderator. It's a red flag. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Amir got ticked off when I took his moderation or his moderator status away for a while, and I gave it back to him. And then something happened. He started trolling or got something happened, and I kicked him off, and then didn't hear from him for a while. And then we had bots coming on here that everyone wanted to know who I voted for and could they be a mod. It's like, what the fuck is this? Yes, did you vote for Trump is another sign of a bot. It's like the election's been over for a fucking year now. Yeah, it could be just somebody fucking around that pops in and watches and may have been trolling us for a while. And they kept throwing up the Canadian flag, so it's probably somebody from Canada, maybe. But they're gutless because they won't fucking show who they really are. Why not? Whoever you are, if you're watching, come on and show us who the fuck you really are. And if you're cool about it, we'll let you hang around. You can stay on there. We won't boot you. Community garage. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but do you notice something? How hardly anybody's hopped on here, right? I mean, we only got 6 thumbs up there. Maybe a couple more people were in here, and it was somebody trolling. So why? Why did I used to get shit tons of people early on, and now I don't when I'm on here for an hour? But some days I do. So it doesn't make any sense to me unless I'm being suppressed half the time, and then the other half of the time they just send in troll squads to fuck with me, you know? Yeah, Doc, or trashing your good name. What's it say? A lot of them are gamers. Yep. Roblox. What in the fuck is Roblox? I hear it. What is that? We had Legos when I was growing up. What the fuck are Roblox? Anything like that? I see 7. 6, 7, or what was that thing they're saying now too, by the way? Kids are saying is it 7, 8 or 6, 7? It's like, fuck, so what's the fascination with the numbers? Yeah, okay. How's it going? There's footmarks edits, but it's not. It's somebody trolling. Mark, where footmarks? Where are you from? Exactly what town are you from? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's something like Legos on computer. 6, 7 is stupid. Yeah, I was wondering what the fuck all that even means. Am I that far out of the fucking loop? In-N-Out Burger, California 6-7. And that they're making that big of a deal out of a hamburger that they're all laughing about and thinking it's the greatest thing to say. What the fuck? We used to say 6'9", 69. A fur burger. eating a fur burger. What's it say? Can you make me a mod? Sure thing, Eric Footmarks. The list continues. What's the channel about? It's about trolls and bots, mostly. Whack-a-troll. Whack-a-troll patrol. You know, when Mark comes on here, he's going to be pissed that someone stole his name. Exactly. Whatever happened to fucking Pac-Man and the good old days, asteroids and the fucking video games you guys got nowadays? I don't get it and I don't understand it. Not worth getting carpal tunnel playing them games. Hemorrhoid donut. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Oh shit! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I just knocked Tammy off the thing. 300 seconds. I didn't mean to. I was trying to get rid of foot marks for a minute. Yeah. No, I didn't. Are you talking about me or one of them guys? Nope. Matter of fact, you know what? We'll call Tammy up and I'll apologize for kicking her off there. I didn't mean to. Or send her a text or something. Yeah, I did. I didn't even mean to. 5 minutes, too. Let me call her up. Where the fuck? Wait a minute. What the hell? There. Okay. Hey.
See how you are? I was bad.
I was trying to knock footmarks off the board, and you went instead. And I'm like, wait a minute. And then I thought maybe that was really Tammy doing footmarks, but no.
No, I've been sitting here cracking up. They follow the same list every time. They get the same script.
Yep. Nobody sits Tammy in the corner, Doc put. Yeah. LOL with those hungry eyes. What else is on there? I saw something else was funny a minute ago. Damn, you put Tammy in the corner. Yeah, I gave you 5 minutes out. You're in the penalty box like in hockey.
Shame on me. I was bad.
Yep. I really thought that I hit Mark, and Mark I think I only gave Mark a minute. Or the fake Mark, the remark. Wait a minute.
Exactly.
Hang on.
They got tired of playing Doc.
Yep. Yeah, they wanted to throw another character into the mix there.
Hey, next thing you know, there's going to be an Amir in the room, too.
Yeah, where is the Amir? We should have him shot up in a minute. Did you vote for Donald Trump? Footmarks. Hey, wait a minute, he's back already. Okay, because you only got a minute. You probably got about 2 minutes left on your penalty.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I was sitting here laughing.
Yeah. Let's see. I voted. Red Dawn's in here still.
That's okay. YouTube kicked me out of the chat early on.
Yeah, that wasn't me that time. This one was me. I admit to that. I did it by accident.
I upset Uncle Algorithm.
Yeah. Let's see. So right now there's 2 people in there and 7 thumbs up. And well, like I'm saying though, and now it's 1. But here's the deal. How is it, once this is done, right? And I don't know if it'll do it this time, but a lot of times I go and put it up, put it on, not private, what do you call it? Public. And like an hour later or 2, all these people are on there that if they're on there, they're coming on after the live stream's over. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of fucked up because a lot of people have been telling me they're blocked from getting in. I think Mixed Media, somebody else was telling me a couple times that they were blocked. Couldn't even.
I know Robert kept getting blocked.
Yeah. So basically, either YouTube is sabotaging it or someone else somehow is. Probably. We voted for Ghost of Christmas Past. That's what Bob Cratchit. Yeah. Bob Cratchit, wasn't he from Hogan's Heroes? He got his head smashed in with a camera. No, that's not his name. Bob, what's his name? Bob Crane?
I don't remember.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, the Hogan? He was, evidently he was like into like pornos and shit. Like he had, evidently was blackmailing somebody. Somebody killed him with, hit him over the head with his camera equipments or something shit. If I remember correctly. Tiny Tim. Are you talking about the Christmas Carol Tiny Tim or Tiny Tim Tiptoe Through the Tulips Tiny Tim? Bob Crane, there you go. Used to film his own pornos. That's what it was, yeah. Yep. Yeah, you might be able to get back on right about now.
I can go try.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I'm on here now it's been just about 2 hours. 1 hour and 54 minutes. Now, my point is, wait a minute, Tiptoe Through the Tulips. You remember him, right? Sergeant Schultz, I see nothing. Yeah, right. Yeah, she hung up. She's back in the chat. See what the game plan was, though? We were talking about the Bible and about God, so now they got us talking about Tiny Tim and pornos and what else? Bob Cratchit and Uncle Fester. And can you guys hear me over there? There's a Pale Rider thing. Wonder why they can't get over to the other one. That's weird. I think they're stuck in limbo. Yeah, if you hop back and forth, look at the difference in the quality of the picture quality. Oh, I got 6 people on there. Like my Legends, it looks like hell compared to that. It looks like I'm underwater almost. Look how crystal clear that picture looks in the other one. Yeah, I don't know where the hell everybody's at. 7 thumbs up. So somebody's out there. Oh, wait a minute. That's on the... There we go. We got some people on there. What's up? How you guys doing? Got 2 live streams going again. I'm trying to get everybody back on the live stream that got cut off. And the only one made it over was Red Dawn. How you doing, David Gonzalez? What's up? Are you from Canada by chance? We had somebody on the live stream kept throwing the Canada flag up there, and their logo was a different color than yours on that. Grand Junction, Colorado. That's cool. What's the weather out there like? Yeah, I was doing a double. Well, actually, I was just doing my other channels, Legends and Tales of Josey Wales. And I was doing a live stream, and I wasn't watching. The battery ran down and died on me. I had some people on there, and I'm trying to get them back. And most of them didn't make it back. The only one that's on there now is Red Dawn so far. Wait a minute. I wonder if they're somehow locked out. No, I sent Tammy what's it? Fire and Hell Sunny. That's hell. Yeah. It's freaking cold out here. I'm up in Delaware, dude. I'm near Wilmington, Delaware. It's freezing. And one of my mods is from Ohio. She said it was 17 degrees over there. Fine as hell. I thought it was fire as hell. Sunny. Wait a minute. How's the sun still up, dude? You're only a few hours behind me. It's like almost 11. It's about 11 o'clock over here. 70 degrees here in California. What's the sun still up over there? You guys are West Coasters. It should only be about 3 or 4 hours behind me. I guess, what's it, about 8 o'clock over there? What's going on with this? I think I'm going to turn the one off and see if they'll hop back over. Red Dawn, what did you... Oh, wait a minute. Hang on, let me...